Hello guys, this is an update on Vlang, okay? So, just recently I was testing about a bit more about Visual Studio Code and IntelliJ and all that, and still decided IntelliJ is better. Visual Studio Code it really doesn't work very well. Now there's a problem with IntelliJ and Vlang, or compatibility problem. So if you go to the vlang.io website, you find that there's not the IntelliJ logo here even anymore. And the reason for that is actually that the latest version of IntelliJ is not compatible with the Vlang plugin for IntelliJ. This means that if you want to use Vlang in IntelliJ, which is really the best way to use Vlang, and Vlang is really probably the best programming language out there right now. The way to do that is to just go to these, search for different downloads of IntelliJ IDEA and download the previous version, right? The version 2023.2.5 that was released in November 8, 2023. Okay, this works. And I have this version right here, as you can see if I click in the About section. This is IntelliJ IDEA 2023.2.5. This version works with Vlang plugin. The newer version doesn't work. It doesn't even show the Vlang plugin available in the plugin store and all that. So I had that version installed, and then I tried to create a Vlang project and found that this was not possible. So I said, well, yeah, I have to install previous version. I hope they update the plugin to the latest versions, but still, I mean, it works in a pretty new version, right? It's just a couple months old, so not really complaining here. That's the update of Vlang. So now I can close this. This is the thing, and here it says not compatible with the version of IntelliJ IDEA 2023.3.2, which is the one that I was running, right? Now I'm running 2023.2.5, so I told you, and it works fine. Okay, so here we have also the, I guess this is the only IntelliJ Vlang idea that a project in GitHub. So I've downloaded it, so maybe I can learn how it works and all that. The good thing is that it's written in Kotlin, and I know Kotlin, so I can probably extend it. I don't know anything about making plugins, but maybe that'd be a good project. Because the previous one was not updated since April last year, so something to keep in mind as well. And so here, this video also aims to be a refresher on Vlang. I have also installed the latest version of Vlang, if you can see right here. Vlang oh sorry, it's not Vlang, it's just B, and it's not B here's version. Okay, so I have on the 0.0.4 version, which was released just a couple of weeks ago, which is the latest version. Okay, so Vlang is still my favorite language. I've tested lots and lots and lots and lots of languages, and Vlang still comes out on top. Now, there is Mojo, which is a new programming language that's coming out, but the thing with Mojo is that it's not really free. It's like you have to create an account, you have to get approved or something. And that's the problem with Mojo. It's from a company called Modular. You can check it. Mojo is like a fast Python, which also aims to be a great language with huge potential as well. So probably I will wait for a bit to see how it evolves, and maybe I will test it a bit later, right? But for now, I will still stick to Vlang as the most promising language that is available right now. Yeah, and Visual Studio Code I really tested, and it wasn't able to format the lines, right? So it's not worth it really. Okay, so here I'm writing a simple B project, and I will try to refresh my knowledge about B. I don't know if we can find the tags here. So we have weekly things. Okay. Okay. Okay, 0.1, 0.4. I guess I'm running the 0.4.4, which is the latest kind of major release, I guess. This was like 3 weeks ago. Okay. Which is great. So now I will open the docs from this specific version just to reduce any discrepancies between versions. And opening docs, B documentation. Okay. Now I would like to delete the other or close the other things that. Oh, this was from the other videos I was making about machine learning, but okay. So Vlang. You have the Vlang here, and you have your table of contents, your hello world, and all that. Okay, I mean, this file, which is inside the b.docs md, is the best documentation of Vlang out there, available out there, I guess. So, yeah, so let's see how it's going. So, main, say hello, which is great. Now I would like to define a function because I don't want to type println every time. So I will say OL, which means output line. And inside here, I guess I'll put an str, right? And I'll call it a string. Is that possible? Well, we don't know. Let's find out. And of course, inside this, we will call the println thing and pass the str object. And now every time I want to output something to standard output, I guess I would just say OL. Now we'll run this and it works. Okay, works fine. Now this OL is some sort of my addition to the language, right? Right. But well, here we have some sort of a problem. Kind of. Because it doesn't have a source folder. And that may be because the plugin is a bit old. So I would say be init, right? If I do that, it will make me a new thing, right? But not really. So what if I just instead I create a new folder directory I call it source, and I put my source files inside it. Refactor. Okay. And now my main.b file is there. I don't know if this will still work. Yeah, it still works, which is great. Yeah, I mean, I did that in order to be, can I say packages? No, project files. Still shows that project still, I guess, is the thing. Okay. So inside source, I will create a new B file. I will name it. I want to put the OL function there, because that will be like my extensions of the languages or utility functions or utils or something. So I will just call it utils. utils. Do you want to add to Git? Okay, add it to Git. Now I will move this thing there because I don't really want to see this. That's something from the language, right? From my customization of the language. So let's see now if it still works. Yeah, apparently it does. So that's great. Okay, so we do that basic thing. Now let's see if I can remember how to do addition in some operations. And I think to define a variable, you type the variable name. I will type A, and then a colon equals, and you assign this variable. So the colon equals is for the first time definition, an assignment of the variable, and I will type 0. Okay, and that this assumes is an int, so good for that. Now I will try to print that, and of course my OL thing is able only to print strings, so it will not be able to print that thing, which is not a string, right? It's a number. But let's see what happens if I try to do that. It says cannot use int as a string in argument. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But now I can use like converted in string inside of converted inside of string using this $, and then it may work. And it works. So it says hello and then print 0. Okay, great. Now in here you can say A is whatever, and I also define B equals to B, which I haven't declared. So here I declare B to be 1, for example. Is that okay? Well, I guess it is. So if I run this, I have 0 and 1. Okay, now let's try to do some sort of addition. Let's make A2 and stay with B1. And I will say A plus B is to what? A plus B inside of these curly braces. And says A plus B is 3. Okay, it's not bad. Now I'll say A minus B. Again, A minus B. You know the speed of compilation, right? It's quite fast. Oh, A minus B is 1. A2 minus 1 is 1. Okay. Now let's do B minus A. To see if it shows -1, right? -1. Okay, so A2, B1, A plus B, 3, A minus B, 1, B minus A, -1. Okay. Which is great, I guess. So that's how you can do operations in B. We can probably also do multiplications and all that, and divisions and all that, which is great. So probably we can find and make some functions here, and I will make an add function, and I will define the things. I will say A, I guess it has to be an int, and B int as well. And then this has to return something, right? So I have to also say int here. Is that how we do this? Not really sure. But I'll say return A plus B. Now, instead of saying this, what I'll do is add A and B. So let's see if it works. Apparently it does. But now let's make it 2. And let's just create a box just for a little bit multiplication, which should do 4. Okay, so a plus b is 4, which is the case, but maybe it should do something else like 3. Okay, so now a plus b is 6, which is not true because 2 plus 3 is 5, but here we're multiplying just to test the thing's working. But yeah, it's working great. Now a plus b is 5, it's great. So that's how we do an addition. Right? Okay. Now let's see what else can we do. That's a basic function that returns a value and gets a parameter. And then let's see what else can we do. Oh, it also can return multiple values. What kind of operation will need to return multiple values? I don't know. Probably division. If, for example, we divide it by 0, we want to return an error or something, right? Okay, so divide, and we'll say a int b int, and it will return 2 ints, as it says. So I guess it should have something here. Int, comma int. Is that the way we do it? I guess, right? Okay, now here, or probably should I return a boolean instead? Bool, okay. Probably first bool and then int. And the first bool would be is successful, right? I guess, but not really sure about that. Because this apparently is showing some sort of a problem. So let's see if it compiles. Doesn't compile. Main is already function fb, I mean fn has to be. And now it's fixed. I guess that was the mistake. Okay. So here, let's say if a is 0, actually not, only the divisor will be b, divisor, right? How it's called it? Dividend? I don't know how it's called it. X, and then I'll call it divisor, whatever. So let's say if divisor is 0, we will return false and 0. Okay. So it doesn't need parentheses. B doesn't need parentheses. Okay. Alright. Then otherwise it will return x divided by divisor. Okay, now to test this, we will create some sort of I have to return true here as well, because it was like successful and they did the operation. Otherwise we did that. But here, for example, can be something interesting, because you can say that, well, return 0. Why would you return 0? Right? Why would you do that? I mean, why not returning x? well, I don't know. Maybe it's a good idea to return X. But okay, so I will update new one, deep, or actually A divided by B is whatever, and I will put it like 2 divided by 0, for example. And so I'll say div A B, but I don't know what this will print, right? That I guess it will print false and 2, right? False and 2. Right. Because the division was not made. So it returns the original value. I mean, why return 0? Okay. So that's something interesting. And so far it's very clean, right? Easy to write, you know, even though I'm not an expert in the language, but it's easy to write. Yeah, so that's multiple values. Symbol visibility. Functions are private, not exported by default, so allow other modules to use them prepend with prepend pub. Oh, from other modules. Okay, so that means that if we have other modules here, like for example, if utils was in a directory, probably. I mean, not quite, but let's say utils.b refactor, and then it has that, and let's see if it keeps working or not. And says unknown function OL. So probably these modules should be utils. I don't know. And this should be, I mean, let's not use pub yet, but let's import utils, or import utils that b, or just import utils. I don't know. I mean, the thing is not really great, but okay, let's run it, and it's not working. Now I will try to import utils just to see if it works. Still not working. Source utils cannot contain, use snake case instead. What do you mean? Utils. Oh, because this is not pop. That's why it cannot be imported. I don't know. Module name says utils cannot contain uppercase letters. But how do you change the module name? I mean. Oh, okay, so let's say test. Refactor. Rename. Not really sure what this means. Utils. Idea project test search utils. I mean, I tried to rename this. But okay, I guess I can do this with main here. And will it work? So when you make a project in IntelliJ for B, use lowercase then. I mean, use lowercase. I'll remove this from here and try to try to change the name to lowercase, I guess, right? So these will be renamed to lowercase t, test, and test.iml. I mean, this is nothing to do with it. This also nothing. Test.iml and B mode. Test.iml. What's this? Empty module. The other one. What was the other one? B mod. It thinks it's a song. Open it with what? With headed test. Okay. So now it should work, right? I'm sorry. I opened some other project that I should haven't not opened. Open home IntelliJ idea projects, lowercase test, trust, and now can we change the name from modules main to module utils? Can we do that? Oh, it's current file, so I guess I have to do it here. Oh, idea project cannot be like that? Are you kidding me? Really? Okay. Huh. I mean, kind of strange, right? Kind of strange, because these that didn't used to happen. These things, right? So just to stay compliant with all this, I will rename, these two idea projects, whatever, lowercase. If anyone knows how to prevent this, let me know. Will now work? Will it now work? I don't know. Okay, at least it has a different thing now. Import OL. Oh, I know why it's not working. Sorry. The reason that it's not working is that the way I am running this. Yeah. Run app file. Run after build, emulate terminal of the console, production build, working directory, build arguments, program arguments, build B file. It says select B file. And probably I should select working directory. Will it work if I run it from? I mean, let's first do a couple of experiments from terminal. Okay, so what happened if I say b dot here? It says unknown function OL. Unknown function OL. Okay, great, sounds good. Now I'm gonna import OL or utils. What will it do now? Let's say the same. Okay, that OL. Maybe I don't know how to import correctly these things. Right, probably that's something I should learn. All right, from here. So here we'll search import module imports. Here you go. Import os.input. Oh, okay. I see. Import utils, and here I have to say utils.ol, right? I guess. Right, yeah. But, I see. But can I import OL to avoid doing that? Can I do that? Would be great if I could. Let's see. Oh, import OS and then in brackets input. Oh, okay, so that's it. That's what I'm looking for. Import utils. I'll import OL from utils. OL. Okay. If I run it now, it works. Okay, but let's see it from terminal. B dot. It's not working from here. It has no constant or function OL. Module source utils has no constant or function OL, but it does. Yeah. Source utils OL. But now let's do the same from inside source. And it works. Okay, from inside source it works. Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, B minus O. Is that how I do this? Equals main. Minus O main. Minus O main. So, yeah, and then I go say main. There we go. Okay, I can remove the source thing. Yeah, so it works. So here we learned how to import just the function from a module, right? Okay, so far so good. It works. Okay. Which is great. Module import aliasing. Oh, my mod as... Oh, can I do this? As well. Okay. Like Python, I guess, it uses that syntax. Okay. So that is how you use B. Can we explore a tiny bit more? Let's see if the video is not too long. I don't want to make the video too long. It's 34 minutes, so I guess I can be here like 5 minutes more, right? So we have 5 minutes to keep exploring this great language with this new update and all that. What else? Function, return multiple values, variables. Oh, what's this? I64. Oh, the large number. Okay, let's do that. So I'll say large number. Okay, it was like I64, and then like, can I do this notation? That would be useful, right? That's 1 billion. So let's say 10 billion. And now I will output that. Large number. Large number. Oh, it's not defined. It's not defined. I forgot the colon. Okay, now let's run it. And large number, it has like all the zeros. 3, 6, 9, 10. Which is not really possible if you don't use an i64, I guess, right? Let's duplicate this. And let's delete now this i64 specifier. Well, that will not fit there. It may not even compile, right? Yeah. Overflow of implicit type int. Use explicit type casting instead. Like, okay. Okay, the good thing is that I can here with i64, which means signed, right? I can I can use negative numbers. So let's test with negative numbers. Then we have that negative number, which is, that's nice. Now, but there's also a limit there, because I don't know what's the limit, but let's do 4 more zeros, right? I think that will not be the limit, right? Still. Well, I think so, but I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, lots of a very large number. Can I keep going? Another good thing about B is that it allows you to do this, right? This formatting on the numbers. And it says overflows int. Okay, so I cannot represent that large number here. Can I do like I128? I don't know. I100. Probably not. But what I can do is I will say U large number, which will be a unsigned large number. And now we'll reduce this. It's still too much. Still too much. I cannot have this. What if I don't use that? Still too much. Oh, now it works. Okay. Unsigned, large. I want to make it the same as the above thing, just to see if it's larger, the one that's below. Yeah, it is larger, and I can also put an extra space here, like, or positive if I want to. Whatever. Okay, so it has 2 more zeros because it's unsigned. It can be larger, right? Okay. In the same way that an HR in C can only go up to like a byte. If it's signed, it can only go up to 128. But if it's unsigned, it can go up to 256, which is great. Okay, so yeah, so learning about large numbers as well is useful. And mutable variables. Okay. I mean, I don't know about you, but I find this language pretty beautiful. Yeah, because mute allows us to modify to write again like x plus plus, and then I can output x, right? X is 1. I cannot do a plus plus, for example. That's not allowed because it's immutable, right? So in order to make it mutable, you declare it with the keyword mute. Okay, that also applies to when you send a parameter to a method or function, by the way, right? So for example, if a function modifies a thing here, then these should be mute, and when you pass it, you should also pass it as mute. For example, here, mute, and that may require you to declare it as mute or something. Mutable arrays are only allowed for arrays, interface maps, or pointers. Oh, okay. They're only allowed for certain types, so not very primitive types. But okay, you know, just use arrays and it will be the same as I explained. So that's so far what we did today with the B. I mean, it works. You have to install the November 2023 version of IntelliJ, which is the version that I told you, which is 2023.2.5, November, actually 9, it says here. And that's the version that works with Vlang. So thank you guys for watching this video. It is already 42 minutes. I think that's enough. And like, subscribe, share, and I see you in the next one.